Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. We're going to be talking about the Major League Baseball slate for June 10th, Monday. We've got two picks for you. Sorry, we're getting the video out a little bit later. We had a lot going on today. But we've got a couple picks that we're really excited about. Before we get into the plays, though, if you haven't signed up for Prize Picks or Underdog yet, for Prize Picks, just use the promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they'll give you a deposit match up to $100. And then for Underdog, use code BACKDOOR. They're going to give you a deposit match up to $250 plus an instant pick'em special, which is a discounted play that'll help you cash your first slip with Underdog. And there's a link in the description of the video for both of those if you're looking to sign up, if you haven't yet. So these are the plays we're going to be rolling with today. I like Seth Lugo. Hope I'm saying his last name right. But I like his fantasy score on both platforms. We're getting it cheaper on Prize Picks at just 27.5. But Underdog, we're getting it at 28.5. And I like both of them. So I'm going to be taking that for more today. What are you getting into, Jordy?
Yeah, so for my pick, I'm taking Max Kepler. Hopefully I'm saying that right. For over 0.5 hitter strikeouts on Prize Picks. And I'm taking his hits at 0.5 over on Underdog.
All right. Sounds good. Well, let's just jump right into these plays. Real quick, though, if you haven't signed up for Daily Grind yet, just use promo code BACKDOOR. You'll get 25% off of anything at dgfantasy.com. And that's for as long as you set up your first subscription. You can get that discount for a full year if you wanted to. But yeah, whatever you select on your first subscription, you get 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. We love the DFS optimizer, especially for stuff like baseball, esports. I mean, for any sport really, but especially when you're like kind of jumping into something you're a little less familiar with, just let the optimizer do all the work for you. It pays for itself, in my opinion. All their tools are awesome, but the optimizer is the workhorse we go to day in and day out. So yeah, if you guys want to check that out, you will cash more. I promise you that. And I hear some people just like, I won't get into it too much, but there's some people talking trash about Daily Grind, and I'm like, you clearly have not used the optimizer, or you don't know how to use it properly, because I don't know how you could use that tool and not see the value that it adds and the edge it gives you in this daily fantasy world. But anyways, guys, take advantage of that. We love it. So let's break down this play. So for me, for Seth, I'm going to hop over here to Outlier. And I love this play as soon as I saw it. Obviously, found it on the optimizer, but this fantasy score, he's just been killing it. 8 out of his last 10 matchups, he's cleared this by a pretty decent amount. And then if we look at the home games, 9 out of his last 10, just coming off that game against Oakland, where he went for 47. So I love this play. I feel very confident in it. And that's why, if you can see how often he's been cashing this. 28.5 is a little bit steeper than the 27.5, obviously, just because this one game against Houston on the 10th, when he only went for 28. And then we've got the one miss, when he only went for 7. But other than that, you can see he's at 33 or higher. So I'm comfortable. And the optimizer likes both of these, 27 and 28.5 on Prize Picks and Underdog. So not a whole lot that I have to like break down here. It's pretty simple. I'll show you on the optimizer. They have this as his best play on Prize Picks, 53.16% odds to hit the over, minus 113 on the actual odds, but you can see the discount we're getting. DraftKings has this all the way up at 29.1. Looks like everyone, besides Underdog, has this all the way up at 29.1. So getting the extra discount there on Prize Picks, but for Underdog, we also like it here. The optimizer, 51.36% odds to hit the over on the 28.5 line. So yeah, feeling great about these plays. If you guys do want to check out this app Outlier, you can try it out for free. There's a link in the description of the video. We partnered up with them, so they're letting all of our viewers just give it a test run for a week, and you can take advantage of that. It covers so much for all the sports for the most part. The regular sports. I don't think they cover esports yet, but I'm sure they will eventually. But you can cover matchup, injury reports, insights. And speaking of insights, there's this little insight from Outlier on here. It says Seth has exceeded 27.5 fantasy score in 14 of his last 16 games, averaging 39.6 over that span. So some little extra insights in there. But yeah, feeling great about this play. And I'll pass it over to you, Jordy.
Sweet. Yeah, man. So before I get into mine, I'm going to tell you guys quickly about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another one of the daily fantasy apps that we love to use. They have so many great plays over there. You can take like this Max Kepler play and bump it up to like 1.5. You think he's going to get struck out twice, and get a higher multiplier on that. So it's a lot of fun. It's really fun for like things like baseball. Like I know Russo has been bumping up Aaron Judge's plates, his bases. So like you can bump him up to like 2.5 because he's been going for like 6 and 8. Those two, I feel like Tatis and Judge, their fantasy scores are obviously just been a free square over the last couple days. So if you guys want really good plays, take Tatis fantasy score. They're both going into new matchups, so be kind of careful. But I think Judge and Tatis have been absolute wagons lately, so we wanted to give you something outside of those two. But yeah, if you guys want to check out Chalkboard, there's a link in the description below. And if you use code BACKDOOR at checkout, they'll match your first deposit up to $100. So definitely go check them out. Also, I got a new haircut. I'm like kind of in the awkward stage right now where I feel like I'm in the mid 2000s with like the spike cut right now. So just bear with me while this grows out a little bit. But yeah, so Max Kepler, feeling really good about his hitter strikeouts over 0.5 on Chalkboard, Prize Picks here. It's a minus 131 to go over on Daily Grind with a 52% chance. He's been struck out in 7 of his last 10 outings here, 11 out of his last 20, but 4 out of his last 5. He struggled really hard against Pittsburgh and New York, and he's going into another tough pitching matchup against Minnesota here. So we'll see. I think it's gonna happen. But the dude's been going to the plate a lot. He had 6 plate appearances in the last game. He didn't get struck out in that game. He had a really good game, but you could see in these other ones he had 4 or 5 plate appearances and he was getting struck out a couple times in all these. Like he got struck out 3 times straight against Pittsburgh. So I feel pretty good about this. In the head-to-head, he's been struck out once against them. He only had 2 plate appearances in the last game against them, though. And, I think, obviously, he'll get way more than that now. If you look at his last 20 games here, he's been getting about 4 and 5 plate appearances a game. So he's definitely getting to the mound or the plate. So I think, he has a good chance of getting struck out here. His hit, though, for underdog, I feel good about it as well. He's obviously a decent batter. He's gone over it in 3 out of 3 head-to-heads here. It's a 0.7 play, so I feel like, it's pretty obvious it's a good play. He's hit this in 30 out of 46 games, so the dude is, pretty decent at getting hits out there. So, I feel pretty comfortable with both of these plays for sure. But, yeah.
All right. You were talking about Judge on Chalkboard. Man, yesterday, they had his bases set at 0.5, but it was like a lower multiplier. So I bumped it up to 1.5, took it for more. And I think they gave me like 2.2x, which is awesome. And anything above 2x for 1.5 was awesome, but I wish I would have bumped it up. I almost did. I think they let you bump it up all the way up to like 4.5, which is, that's you're swinging at that point. But it was like almost like a 5x, and I'm like, oh man, he ended up crushing it. Like that's the kind of stuff that's so fun about Chalkboard. Yeah. Plus plays as low as $1, so you can have fun and just swing. Like you can literally make with the shield play, the highest multiplier you can get is 65x, but you can make like a 6-man or a 5-man, just sort of like a YOLO play, throw like $1 on it and potentially make like $65, and then it's just really generous payouts over there. We love Chalkboard. But if you guys want to check out our Discord, we've been having a blast. Speaking of which, shout out to Jay. Thank you so much for that super thanks, man. In the last video, I think that's who it was, right, Jay?
Yeah.
He's in our Discord. He just joined. He's been killing it in there. Been having a lot of success, but we really appreciate the super thanks, man. And if you guys want to come join us in our Discord, there's a link in the description of the video. Just go through the Patreon link. Patreon just manages our subscriptions. So once you're in Patreon, if you just go into settings on there, connect your Discord, it's real easy to do. It'll unlock our channel for you. You can hop in the community chat. Let us know you're new to the channel. And come join us. We have a blast. We've been covering esports. Esports has just become such such a thing for everybody, like all the time. We're getting into WNBA more, but esports is like, it just, I don't know, man. It took off in the last, like, I would say 3 weeks to a month, and it's just an every night thing for us now. But we have a blast with all this, covering multiple platforms, and we have two other analysts in here, Moose and Consul. By the way, if you guys want to go follow Moose on X, he's giving out plays free daily. If you just follow his X account, there's a link for all of our X accounts in the description of the video. But yeah, come join us in Discord. If you appreciate our content, give us a like. If it does get to 200 likes, we'll give away a month to our premium Discord to a random member, as far as comments go and stuff like that. But no pressure. If you appreciate what we're doing, just throw us a like. It helps us out a lot. But yeah, that covers everything. And have a great Monday, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for Taco Tuesday.
Good luck, guys.